The village of Oldenburg was a happy place, filled with joy and laughter. It was made of clay, molded by loving hands that cared for every detail. The sun shone brightly on its little houses, casting a warm glow over the entire village. Two friends, Jack and Louis, lived in this charming village. They loved to play together, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Jack was small, but he had a big heart, always ready to help others. Louis was older and taller, with a protective nature. He always looked out for Jack, ensuring his safety and happiness. Every day was an adventure for the two friends, filled with excitement and discovery. They ran through the fields, their laughter echoing in the breeze, a testament to their joy. They climbed trees, pretending to be pirates searching for hidden treasure, their imaginations running wild. One sunny afternoon, they went to play near the old well, a place filled with mystery. The well was deep and covered in moss, adding to its ancient and mysterious aura. It was a forbidden place, but the allure of the unknown was too much for the adventurous duo to resist. They couldn't help but be drawn to its secrets. The old well stood silently, its dark opening a constant reminder of potential danger. Louis, ever the daredevil, decided to peer inside. He crept closer, his eyes trying to pierce the darkness within. Suddenly, the ground beneath him crumbled. Louis felt himself falling. He landed with a splash into the cold, dark water. He was trapped. Louis couldn't swim. He thrashed about, desperate for a lifeline. Fear gripped his heart. Jack watched in horror as his friend disappeared into the well. He shouted for help, but his voice was lost in the wind. He knew he had to act fast. His friend's life was at stake. Jack's eyes darted around frantically, searching for something, anything that could help. The situation was dire, and he knew he had to act fast. His heart pounded in his chest as he scanned the area. He spotted the old bucket lying next to the well. It was covered in dust and cobwebs, but it was his only hope. It was heavy, but Jack was determined. He gritted his teeth and used all his strength to lift it. He knew what he had to do. There was no time to waste, and failure was not an option. With all his might, he tied the bucket to the well's rope. His fingers fumbled, but he managed to secure it tightly. He lowered it carefully, calling out to his friend. "Hold on, Louis, I'm coming!" he shouted, his voice echoing down the well. "Hold on, Louis, I'm coming!" Jack's voice was filled with urgency and determination. Louis saw the bucket descend from the circle of light above. It was a beacon of hope in the darkness. He grabbed hold, his heart filled with a glimmer of hope. This was his chance to escape. Jack, small but determined, pulled with all his strength. His muscles ached, but he didn't give up. Slowly, painstakingly, Louis was lifted out of the well. Inch by inch, he rose towards the light. He emerged into the sunlight, soaking wet and shivering, but safe. The ordeal was over. Jack helped him to the ground, his small chest heaving with exertion. They were both exhausted, but relief washed over them. News of the incident spread through Oldenburg like wildfire. Villagers rushed to the well, their faces etched with worry. They were relieved to see Louis safe, but astonished by Jack's story. A boy his size rescuing Louis from the well? Impossible, scoffed a burly farmer. He must be mistaken, added a woman, shaking her head. Louis must have climbed out himself. Doubt clouded the villagers' faces. They couldn't fathom how little Jack could have possibly pulled off such a feat. Their disbelief stung Jack's heart. Had he imagined the whole thing? Only Uncle Peter, the village elder, listened with a thoughtful expression. He placed a hand on Jack's shoulder. "Tell me again, lad, exactly what happened," he said, his voice calm and steady. And so, Jack recounted the tale again, his voice unwavering, filled with the confidence that only comes from true belief in oneself. He described how he found Louis, trapped and scared, but determined to save him. How he lowered the bucket into the deep, dark well, his heart pounding with every second. And how he pulled with all his might, every muscle in his body straining, refusing to give up. As he spoke, the villagers listened intently, their eyes wide with anticipation, their doubts slowly giving way to awe. Uncle Peter smiled, a look of pride spreading across his face. "Sometimes," he said, his voice booming across the crowd, "courage comes in the smallest packages." Jack's story was a testament to that, showing that bravery isn't about size or strength, but about determination and a belief in oneself. Even the seemingly impossible can be achieved with these qualities. The villagers erupted in applause, their cheers echoing through the village, their cheers washing over Jack like a warm wave of acceptance and admiration. He had not only saved his friend, but also taught them a valuable lesson about courage and self-belief, a lesson they would never forget. Jack's story became a legend in Oldenburg, passed down from generation to generation, a constant reminder that true strength lies not in size or age, but in the boundless courage that resides within us all. Just like the clay that formed their world, they too could be molded by their experiences, becoming stronger and more resilient with every challenge they faced, learning and growing with each new day. They realized that their true potential was limitless, shaped by their courage and determination. And so the story of Jack continued to inspire, reminding everyone that with belief in oneself, anything is possible.